All right, hi you guys. My name's Amber Sullivan and I'm a presidential diamond with It Works. I have here a special guest that I'm going to be interviewing tonight. So why don't you go ahead, tell us your name, where you're from, and how long you've been with It Works. Go ahead.
Hey, sorry, I was reading my message. I am Heather Colston. I currently live at Fort Benning, Georgia, and I've been with It Works for
Are you there?
Sorry, my internet's saying that it's unstable.
I see you right now. I can hear you.
Can you see me now?
Yes.
You can hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. Sorry, I couldn't hear the question.
Oh, I said go ahead
I
and tell us your name, how long you've been in It Works, and where you're from.
I am Heather Colston. I am double diamond, and I currently live at Fort Benning, Georgia. We're military, so we move around a lot, and I've been with It Works for about 28 months.
Awesome. Well, I'm really excited to be on this Zoom with you tonight. When we were originally getting assigned, I said, just pick me on whatever date's unavailable and match me with whoever. I didn't even know who the options were. And then when I saw that I was matched with you, I was so excited because we were rooming at a leadership retreat. So, okay, so my next question for you is, what led you to join It Works, and how did you get started?
What led me to It Works is I had a friend of Terry Sestina's that actually went to a wrap party, probably one of Terry's first wrap parties, actually, right when Terry first started. And I told my friend Melissa, I was like, no, I just can't. My husband's deployed. Like, I have my 2 kids. I just don't think, I'm just not going to waste my Friday night going to, something like that. And then time just kept going on, and I would see Terry at school because my kids went to this, my daughter at the time went to the same school Terry taught at. Nice. So I'd pass her and just wave, and, I could just gradually see over time, even Terry changing just from the products that clearly she was using. She's not just like advertising these products, she's definitely using them.
Yeah.
So then I want to say almost a year went by and Terry just happened to friend request me. And I was like, okay, I see her at the school, it'll be okay. So then I just saw all her, awesome posts on Facebook, and then she had the courage enough to inbox me. It's just like, hey, would you like to come to this party I'm having? Or, I was like, a year had gone by. My husband was home. I was like, I have a babysitter now. I really have no excuses not to go. But I was like, let me get back to you. And then, so I got back to her, and then she's like, why don't you just come see me at school? And then she literally, so I was so intrigued, I couldn't wait. So she literally wrapped me in the bathroom of her classroom.
That was so awesome. I love that. I've never heard it that someone got wrapped in a classroom at school, so that's pretty awesome.
While my son was standing in the classroom.
That's pretty amazing.
Yeah. And just immediately, so the 45 minutes went on, and we just kind of chit-chatted. And, like I said, I had seen Terry, and we had kind of built this relationship, even outside of It Works, just from passing and things. And then my 45 minutes were up, and took the wrap off, and I seriously was surprised, because I was a skeptic, believe me, probably one of the bigger ones. And I was like, she started to measure me, she had this cool little card that I could actually compare. And I said, oh my goodness. And so I was like, all right, that's cool. Well, thanks, walked out. And then, this was on a Thursday. Well, I went home and I just kept thinking about it. And she was telling me, you know, how much potential not only being a loyal customer was, but actually the business part of it, of just amazing things that were happening for her in just a little bit of time that she had been in. So I just thought about it and literally talked to my husband about it. And he's like, oh, I'm going to have to read over every single page of the contract. So Mike. And he's like, what? And then we went to church on Sunday.
Yeah.
And the sermon was all about like taking these leaps of faith. Sometimes you have to come out of your comfort zone, and you know, you just never know what could be at the end. And I just thought it was maybe Jeremy's job of like, oh, the Army's going to send us somewhere else, you know? So I didn't think too much about it. I went home and I was literally for a couple of days losing sleep. I was still seeing these posts. I was still, you know, my 72 hours was Sunday that I just said, oh, it's still working. Like this is still working. So it just kind of all fell into place at the right time, because my son was going to be starting kindergarten. My husband was really kind of pushing, saying, have you thought about going back to, you know, work when he's in school full time? And I just didn't want that to have to like drop my kids off at before school care, after school care. My husband be gone all the time because he's still active duty military. And I just was like, gosh, $99. Okay. I buy shoes for more than $99 sometimes. So it just kind of, I swear it was like this God thing of just losing sleep over it, going to church that Sunday, and my husband looking over it and was like, if this is something you want to do, then do it. At least you get those 4 reps and you know that the reps work. So I said, okay. And so that's pretty much what led me to it, was just, I don't know, a bathroom and a wrap in the bathroom, and then Facebook posts, a church sermon, just lots of things. But it was literally all about the timing for me, because my son was about to go to kindergarten, and I just, even to this day, I can't imagine having to go back into the workforce.
Right. I love that you had little confirmations on the way, especially like when you went to church that Sunday and you really felt on your heart like, okay, this is it. That's so awesome, because was Sunday your 72-hour mark too of when you're wrapped?
Yes.
That's really, really
it gives me chills, like even thinking about it now. It's crazy how it all, and I think it was a timing thing why I had to wait that year in a sense, because it was just, timing wise, it wasn't necessarily looking for a job a year prior. Right. But that time I was like, okay, my baby boy's going to school. What am I going to do all day?
That's really, really cool.
I decided to build a business instead of go make other people money.
Right.
Yeah.
So you joined the business. Mm-hmm. Now, was Diamond one of your first goals? Were you aiming to go Diamond?
I was, actually. I know, like, I would say Ruby was for sure like, I need to do this as fast as possible. I want to do this. But the Diamond really got me, it like hit a spot to me, because we own a home outside of the military also. In our mortgage, we have a renter in it, so we rent it out. But our mortgage is, just a little under what the Diamond rank income is.
Yeah.
So, right around $1,900, I knew if I could bring in that $1,900 a month, that would be no sweat off our back. Like, literally not have to stress about it, because we were drowning in debt. I mean, we were living the American dream.
Right.
In debt. But so that the Diamond was just something that I just said, I want to get there. But then on the other aspect, I was like, Diamond seems like such a like movie star, like, oh my goodness. Terry was, I want to say double Diamond when I started, and I just was like, oh my gosh, I get to like rub elbows with it. Like, it was just such like this, I don't know, it was just crazy. But Diamond was a huge deal for me. Just the financial part of it, just reaching for the stars of, seeing that potential income and knowing what a difference it can do for my family.
That's awesome. My next question for you is, why should Diamond be a goal for every distributor? So when you sign someone, do you stress the importance of Diamond, or how do you talk about going Diamond with your team?
I definitely stress how Diamond is such a big deal. I mean, it just totally opens the compensation plan for you. And, you know, once you get to Diamond, you get those other Diamond perk bonuses, you know, type things, the cabs, the things like that. And just from like the business standpoint of it, it just makes sense to strive for Diamond. I mean, Diamond income of $1,900 is life-changing for most people, especially if it's your second income and you're used to being a stay-at-home mom. I have a girl on my team right now that she could literally, when she hits Diamond, she's going to be able to quit her job and stay home with her baby.
Wow.
That is a huge, I just feel like that is such, when you get to Diamond, it's just life-changing for so many people. And like, I think when you get to Diamond also, I try to stress to them that you just are helping other people's families, you know, build the legacy that you're trying to do. And Diamond, to me, I just really felt like it was such an accomplishment. It finally got me to the point where I felt like I was doing something for my family, but I also had people under me that, you know, I had an emerald and I had a diamond at the same time that I was Diamond.
Wow.
I could see the changes in their lives. And to me, that was just so amazing to be able to just get to build those legacies and just encourage them. And I mean, I try to tell my team every day, like, you get to Diamond and it's just, there's no looking back after that. You just keep going. It's such a pivotal rank, I feel like. And if you don't just stop, then you'll get there. Like, it's so obtainable. I know it's amazing. It's probably honestly like, it was like one of the biggest accomplishments since, you know, just starting the business and things. It was huge. Just so much potential for so many other things.
I love that. Diamond is, I remember when we first joined, Diamond seemed impossible. Like, oh my gosh. And then once you get there, it's like you feel like you just ran across the finish line and you feel like you're on cloud nine. It's the best feeling. And I remember just wanting everyone on my team, get to Diamond, get to Diamond.
That's how I feel. That's exactly how I feel. I just can't oh gosh. I just want that for every single person on your team. That's literally what I do. I mean, I just love to help people, and I'm such a people person.
Yeah.
I just love, and then to see them and just the little things of buying fresh fruit, fresh vegetables,
right.
Just, you know, not even large items. It's not even about the huge things that people think that money is associated with. It's literally paying off student loans. It's buying organic milk. You know, it's just such small, at least for my family, it's been such small little things that has been a huge difference for us.
I love that. My next question for you is, what helped you reach Diamond?
Consistency. I would say definitely consistency. I had to also, I'm very, very yellow.
Me too.
Very yellow. I kind of had to get a little tougher skin, you know, and I literally just kind of had to block out those haters in a sense. I didn't have people that were super cruel to me, but I had family members unfriend me on Facebook. I had, you know, people blocking me. I had people unfollowing me. And as soon as I realized that it wasn't really, it's not about them. And it's not even essentially about me. It's about all these people that I'm getting to help along the way.
Right.
It's all these people that, you know, whether it be our products or with our business and our compensation plan, which is amazing. It's just, that's what it was all about. So for me, it was about consistency, like constantly reaching out to new people and just getting my face out there and getting over myself, literally getting over myself. You know, being proud to wear this awesome, you know, shirts that we get to wear. Because even from when I started, the clothes now are amazing.
I know. I love our clothes. I wear them every day.
Me too. And it's just such a conversation starter anyhow.
Totally.
So, just literally consistency is probably my biggest that got me over that hurdle, because I got to Emerald fairly quick. I mean, 3 months, my 4th month I got to Emerald. And then I had a little bit of tough time. And so I would also say that not looking to my left and right really helped me too, because, you think that you're like, oh, well, this person did it this time and my road to, ambassador one day.
Right.
So
your stories, your own journey. It's really hard to not compare your chapter 1 with, Joe Schmo's chapter 5. It's hard.
I totally, I still, have days that I'm like, and then just have to snap up. You have that moment and then you're like, who cares? It's
so true.
But yeah, I would say 100% consistency, finding someone that I was able to vent to a little bit and just kind of, back and forth ideas. And I would say for the last 28 months, there's probably not a day that's gone by that I haven't reached out to new people. I haven't, commented on people's, posts, or just, I'm very consistent on Facebook. And, not spammy or salesy, but I literally just share, like, I love these products. I essentially started for the money, but these products are like amazing, have done so many amazing things in my family's life that it's just, was a bonus for us. But
I feel like even if I wasn't a distributor, we would still use the greens. Confianza would still go with me everywhere I go. Fat Fighters, Hair Skin. I mean, I could go on and on and on. These products have changed our life. So,
oh my gosh, me too. It just, for my husband especially too, the new he had come off a deployment and wasn't sleeping and got blown up a few times, just a lot of things. And it's actually let his mind relax at night. And just, so for that alone, I am forever grateful for, just having the products, and Terry just asking me more than once.
The way you said that, she asked you. You have to ask.
She did. And that's what I always, try to tell, my team as well, especially the ones that are like really pushing and striving for that diamond and have the passion. I still, 28 months in, I have a whole load of people that, not right now. And that's fine, because, that year before Terry, that wasn't my time either. But she just, was so sweet, and just, it's building the relationship with people too. So
very relational. So my next question for you is, in what area do you feel like you are a pro in this business?
I would say my strong suit would be, putting it out there, like, just, I literally love my life. I am so happy. I just love the things that I do. I would just probably say Facebook, and being a people person, actually getting out there, talking to people, just trying to start up that conversation. Blitzing was really hard for me at first, like, still some days. That's why I love summer break, in a sense that my kids can start that conversation for me. And so I would just probably say I'm really good on Facebook, and just building those relationships, and just being genuine with people. I just think it goes back to being me, and just, that's all you can be, is be you. And I don't really, I just try to thrive on the things that, and sometimes I'll be like, hey, what did I do good? I just, and I love that it's a learning. I love that about something, and I'll just say, oh, you're right. Let me change that. But I'm not the best with words. That's one thing that I'm like, I don't know. So I would probably say Facebook, and building relationships, and just following through, because you have to follow up with people. if you're not following up and you don't know if a loyal customer, or you don't have any way to tell them or suggest to them, well, maybe you should try this instead, or, you know, because I have some loyal customers, I feel like a lot of that is because I'm constantly following up with them. It didn't matter how long they've been my customer, you know, so just follow up in Facebook.
Perfect. I love that. This kind of piggybacks on one of the questions I asked you earlier, but what is the biggest tip you would give someone wanting to reach Diamond?
I would say again, it would be genuine. Just seriously, just wholeheartedly build these relationships and just maintain them. Because like I said before, if Terry wouldn't have maintained that relationship with me or built on it and just, you know, then I probably wouldn't be sitting here right now. You know, I don't know if this is where my path would have led me. And you're going to make some sacrifices, and that's okay. You know, I can't tell you the last time I went to bed before 1 o'clock in the morning. I have no idea. I don't watch a lot of TV. You know, there's a few shows I watch, but it's usually later on, or, you know, you know, Amber, when I'm sending my messages and things like that. And again, the comparison thing will tear you down. Whatever you have to do, whether it's just not scroll Facebook for a couple days because all these promotions are happening and it didn't happen for you, that's okay. No matter what, even if you're having a bad day, bad month, bad couple months, you just don't quit. You know, they repeat to us all the time, events and things, the only ones that don't succeed are the ones that quit. And I truly, truly, truly believe that. Like, I always, to my team, you know, when they're having a bad day, I listen to them and, you know, I try to relate, because I'm not going to lie, I have bad days too.
Right.
I have bad days and I'm like, oh my goodness. But then again, you know, it's all worth it in the end when I'm seeing my daughter be able to do competition dance, or when I paid off my student loan payment 5 years ahead, and, you know, or not even me, my team saying thank you. Like, that's probably been the biggest life-changing thing to me, is just been someone inboxing you say thank you, you know. And I'm always like, well, thank you for trusting me.
Exactly.
But yeah, so just a comparison, and just I always try to be me. I'm a very loyal person, so I always try to, you know, just a loyalty and build relationships. I think that's a really big deal, especially in the business that we work. Building relationships is a huge thing for our business.
It definitely is. I love that. I love that it's very relational, though, because I feel like our teams and our sidelines, like, we're not even on necessarily the same team, but like, I just love you and I look forward to seeing, you know, you at events. And that's what's so fun about this business, is we're all just one big family. It feels like it's awesome.
We really are. And, you know, especially for a lot of us being women, like, when we, you know, say we're one team, one mission, I wholeheartedly believe in that. We, you know, we are there to cheer on one another. We are there to wipe our tears for one another. And it's been such an amazing part of that business that I never expected. I never expected to make like all these friends. I could probably get in the car today, right now, and drive to, you know, out to California. In each state, I would be able to stop and see somebody that's a sideline or something, you know, and that's probably been one of the most amazing parts also, is just been amazing people, you know, and just getting to see people just like you that were in the same situation than you. And then I see others that's what I'm striving. Like, that was me a couple years ago. And then, you know, they're Black Diamond now.
Oh my
like,
God.
it's crazy. It's awesome.
That is so awesome. So my last question for you is kind of, Do you have any aha moments or other advice you want to give? Like, is there a specific aha moment that just stands out to when it really clicked? Did it freeze?
Cliche or whatever, but it's literally probably at my first green carpet. Only because probably green carpet and conference, because I was literally just seeing people, like I just said, like you and I, or, you know, then you see just hearing all these stories or getting up there on stage and they were sitting, they were, you know, it was just like they were distributors literally 12 months ago. And it was just, there's something about when our company and Mark and, you know, Terry and Krista and everybody is saying you need to get to corporate events. There are just so many aha moments from especially my first conference. And then again at this last conference I went to, it changed my business. I went there as an Emerald in January of 2015, and I came home in less than 30 days and I went Diamond. Like, there was just something about being in that like-minded environment of just everyone, and gosh, I think you cheer and cry, and you know, when you just, like you said, you build those relationships that strengthen your team, because there's something about those bonds. And there's so many aha moments at conference that I'm not really sure I can pick one, except for this last conference when I just seeing Krista and Mike walk across that stage, you know, being millionaires, like our friend's a millionaire, like our friend, like someone that, you know, inboxes us and cheers us on. And, you know, to me, that just was such an aha moment that it's so tangible. It is such a tangible goal. You just can't give up. You can't give up on yourself. You can't give up on your team. And you would have thought I was up there getting the, you know, millionaire plaque, or, you know, it was just, and I think that's what's so great about that business is we were also like, it was us. That's how exciting it was. And it's just, you know, just preach for your dreams. I would say they preached that and I preach that to my team. Like, just say it, just keep saying it and keep saying it. And, you know, I have these little Post-its all over, and you have to speak those goals in order to achieve those goals. And it's just so many aha moments. That one specifically, corporate events, conference, but seeing Krista and Mike up there was just something that, I don't know, was out of this world for me. And I tell my husband all the time, Mike was part of military, like, it's for real. This is going to be us, you know, just being patient. You just have to keep going. And I don't know, I'm a true believer. My path is different than yours, and my path is different than Terry's, and it's different than everyone on my team. And I love it, because when I get up there and give my speech, it's going to be an amazing story. It's not going to be about how long it took me. It's going to be about when I'm there, and, you know, all the obstacles and tribulations that I had in between from where I was and when I get up there. So corporate events, conference, green carpet, you have to go. It'll change your business. I'm serious.
I have to agree with you. Our aha moment was at our very first corporate event, and it was seeing people, like you said, just like us, sharing their struggles from debt to, you know, not having groceries to almost losing their home. Like, these people are sharing, and it's like you just feel it. The emotions there, like, you can relate. They're not like, oh yeah, I've been in this and I'm a millionaire now. It's like they share their heart and soul, and you are just right there feeling it and connecting. And again, it's these relationships you're building. This company is so relational, and
It is.
I just love that about it. And they make it reachable for anyone. Like you said, seeing our friends walk across as millionaires in less than 3 years. You can do this. Anybody can do this. You know, everybody from different walks of life. And I think that's what I love too, is even just on our team that we're all on, there's teachers, there's stay-at-home moms, there's single moms, there's widows, you know, there's
every walk of life on our team. Exactly. I mean, there's dads.
Yeah, and there's single men. There's single men.
Yeah. I think that that's so true. It's just, it's amazing just thinking about, you know, how many different, or like I think about it too, is it's just how many people I've met, how many of, you know, my team or sidelines have become some of my best friends now. People, you know, I've been in weddings, I've been, you know, it's insane to me. Again, the relationships, it's all about the relationships. And, you know, most people that start this business is to somehow get out of some type of, you know, financial issue or whatever. So for me, I know we specifically were just drowning in debt. And now to be able to, you know, use my debit card on the 27th of the month when payday for the military isn't till like the 30th, 31st or 1st, you know, and it was just like little things like that is such a big deal. Or to be able to, you know, have a family member call you in the time of need and be able to offer some assistance instead of being the one calling for the assistance. So it's just, it's amazing. You just can't give up. You just keep going, and it's a bad day. Sometimes even if it's a bad day, I have to talk to one of my It Work sisters because that's just what I need. And, you know, it's almost like having another, like your military spouses, they relate with you on that aspect. And my At Work sisters and even brothers, they just life-changing for real.
Well, I have loved interviewing you tonight and hearing your story again and sharing it with everyone listening. Is there anything else you want to say before we go, or do you have any questions?
I don't think so. I appreciate you taking the time and everybody taking the time to watch or listen. Sorry, I'm a jabberbox and No,
I love it. I love it. Well, Heather, thank you so much. I know your story is going to impact so many lives, and one day when you cross that stage, you know, we can look back and be like, remember that night in June where I interviewed you and you said you're going to walk across stages and be like, so I'm so excited to see you just take off in this business and go all the way to the top.
Oh, thank you, Amber. Same to you. I can't wait. I'll be cheering right beside you.
All right. I will talk to you soon. Have a good night.
Bye, you too.